Hi, I'm Julia.
Hi, I'm Tree.
Um, we've both been traveling for the past 4 or 5 years, visiting different intentional communities. When we got to the garden, we were really excited because it was the first place that we were able to invite people to. And we think intentional communities are awesome and we want people to experience them. So we got really excited and invited people on TikTok.
Um,
And we never expected it to go as viral as it did. And now there is this entire hate campaign filled with lies and rumors about us, and we want to address it because it seems like everybody else is speaking for us, and we're not getting a chance to speak for ourselves and clear up these lies. I guess first up, clearing the rumor of that people believe that this place is a cult. I think a lot of people aren't familiar with intentional communities and don't know what they look like. So when they see something like this, it's the best example they have is what they've seen in movies, which is like scary movies about cults and things. Um, a cult would have an ideology or a leader, some kind of manipulative leader. This is a place that's constantly changing. We've only been here for 3 months, and there is no leader. Every decision is made with every person. It's really common. We've been to a lot in Europe. It's a lot more common over there, I think, and it wouldn't shock people as much to see that kind of thing. Uh, but
right.
yeah,
Yeah, and I guess I think the thing that people misconstrue about this place in terms of like thinking it's a cult is obviously like the open door policy. Like I've been to tons of communities, and yeah, I mean it's unusual for a place for a community to have like an open door policy, but that's just because this place has slightly different missions than most communities in terms of like this place is a place of education. It's a place for people to learn how to live sustainably. Yeah, and the idea is that they would, like spread that message of sustainability by maybe making their own community. So obviously there's like a YouTube video of me that's like being brought up, that I filmed like 2 years ago. Margaret knows. This was a video. It was like a challenge where like people would be able to like turn on a camera, and it was like this improv challenge. You turn on a camera and you see what comes out. Um, and I thought I would give a go at improv acting. Hopefully it might get picked up as like an audition, and I could use it as an audition, and like maybe get a acting gig from it or something like this. Obviously everyone thinks it's real, so I did a good job at acting. Didn't get my gig though, but yeah, it's just like me acting in a video, improv acting. So yeah,
and neither of us have ever eaten a cat.
nope.
And yeah, the hate that is coming our way right now is really scary and really hurtful. And I guess we're trying to just show that we're real people, that are traveling and trying to promote a message of sustainability. And the purpose of this video is to hopefully convey that, by maybe just being as authentic as we can be. And yeah, just please think before you start attacking us because it's getting really intense and it's a lot to handle. And we are human beings, and I think we're pretty nice, pretty nice people, and you're being mean. um, Thanks to all the people that have like reached out and tried to support us in this time. Um,
Yeah,
and yeah,
the message that I think we are trying to spread is that you know we need to be living more sustainable, and that's what we're doing here, and that's the message that we're trying to show, and that's why we were making TikToks, like telling people to come here, is because like we do think that climate change is going to affect this world. Our planet is being exploited, and we need to act now, to counter that exploitation.
we're already seeing the effects of climate change in a mass way. And I think a lot of people know this. And personally, I just don't think there's enough time for us to keep being consumers and contributing to the infrastructure that's destroying the earth. And that's why we're here trying to create alternative infrastructure that won't destroy the earth. And I also don't think there's enough time for us to just do it. I think that a lot of people have to start doing it. So we were trying to spread that message as far and wide as possible. And it got so flipped around on us. And we're hoping that the truth can still shine through. So please, if you agree, share this video, try to share content of ours that shows who we really are and not a bunch of clips and weird things that make us look like psychos, because it's like, yeah, it's so sad that that's how it's getting portrayed.
Right, and I guess the future of this channel is also to portray that, for our travels and other communities that we're going to be going to, and things like this. So hopefully we can, be making pretty cool content that you would like, and spreading the message of sustainability, and that we can live happily.
Yay. Yeah, there's a guy who came by here the other day who studies radically sustainable infrastructure, and he's been to communities all over, and he heard about it as the TikTok cult, and he came and he was like, yeah, like, this is definitely not a cult. This is actually one of the best examples of community that I have seen. So yeah, I don't know. That's just, if you're still on the fence, like, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, follow along, and we're going to be visiting a lot of different communities, and just try, if you're not ready yet to jump into off-grid living, then you can follow this YouTube channel and learn maybe a little bit more about it over time. And I think over time you'll also even see more of who we are, because this isn't even our permanent home. So obviously it is not a cult that Tree is the leader of. That would not make any sense. So it is all lies. But yeah. Astro Kidz. It's so crazy because, like, we just tried, we were like 3 months ago, like, let's make a YouTube video and show about the communities we go to. And like all of a sudden now we are part of a massive witch hunt attack. And it's like, really, I have so much anxiety even making this video, but I knew it was important to just like address everything.
Right, yeah, like the past few weeks for me, obviously it's been pretty rough. Like TikTok kind of blew up originally, and just having so much, kind of like, I guess, hate for the message that I'm spreading is, pretty damaging for my mental health. I've been having panic attacks, my anxiety is through the roof. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but the message is still more important. That, yeah, like, this world, this planet, this earth, this beautiful earth that we live on is being exploited, and we need to save it.
Save the world.
Save the world.
And we specifically wanted people to know that intentional communities can be a beautiful thing, like going somewhere where people are just living together, growing food. Like, that is not an unheard of thing. That's really common, and it can become more common, and it can become like, the way that we reshape this world. And that's what I believe in, and I feel like, yeah.
And that's what we're going to show you. We're going to show you all across the world we're going to show you places like this.
It's our personal mission.
It's our personal mission. So stay tuned. The next video is going to be pretty exciting too. We're going to show you exactly that. Commune on the beach. It's pretty cool. So, yeah.
Cody Ko, if you see this, please say sorry. The video is mean.